Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Robin here. Welcome to today's video. Inside today's video, I'm going to be buying two Canadian bank stocks and I'm going to be adding them into my dividend investing portfolio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the bank stocks really briefly, guys. I'm going to show you guys, then we're going to jump into the portfolio. I'll show you guys my actual portfolio, and then I'm going to actually buy the stocks, and I'll show you guys how my shares of these two bank stocks have done over time, and I'll show you guys what two bank stocks I'm going to be buying for this week. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want to see more Canadian-based dividend investing content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give the video a big thumbs up. Alright guys, so I'm inside my Wealthsimple trade account here, and before I go into the stocks I'm buying, I just want to do a quick little update here on the portfolio. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, this is a portfolio that I built completely from scratch on this channel with the dividend investing case study. So this is a basically a series where once a week I come in and I give you guys an update to show you guys how this portfolio is doing. And speaking of which, the new update will probably come out either probably tomorrow or probably more likely Saturday or Sunday. In the next couple days, so just so you guys know, but basically I do an update every week. I show you guys how like how I built this portfolio completely from scratch. So if you guys want to actually watch that series, I'll link to the last update I did last week in the comment section of this video. You guys can check that out if you guys want. But here's my basic portfolio, my dividend based portfolio. And one of the main things I wanted to do inside this portfolio was add more Canadian bank stocks, because I think Canadian bank stocks are some of these, like, the best dividend-based stocks. They're the most stable. They have the best returns. They have the most security right now. And when it comes to like the financial market and stuff like that, that's probably one of Canada's biggest sectors, and these bank stocks tend to generally do pretty good, and they're really just really good dividend stocks. They have nice yields, they have good growth, so that's always been a big focus on this portfolio. So the two bank stocks I'm going to be buying for this week, one of them is going to be a new one that I actually don't hold inside this portfolio, and the other one is going to be one that I've held for a long time and I'm just going to keep buying. So the two stocks I'm going to be buying for this week are going to be RBC stock and TD stock. So RBC stock is a stock that I actually don't hold inside this portfolio, like I mentioned, guys. And the ticker for RBC is RY here. And this is a stock I've been wanting to buy for a while, because I've wanted to kind of basically put a little bit of a holding into all the big banks in Canada. Obviously, I'm going to be buying some certain ones more than others, and like a bank like TD I want to make like probably buy the most, but I do want to kind of buy a little bit of some of the other ones as well. The only thing to remember is that the Canadian banks do have they're priced a little bit higher than some other stocks, so it makes a bit of a pain in the butt, but we're gonna buy just a couple shares today, as I do have some money sitting in my account that I need to invest for this week basically. So we're gonna be buying about one share of RBC for today, because it's obviously pretty expensive, and we're going to be adding that into my tax-free savings account. So put one share of RBC, we'll put that through, and then I go into our tax-free savings account. And we'll do a quick little overview of RBC in just a second here, and I just want to talk about the stock really briefly here. So the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to RBC is the price of the stock. Like I mentioned, it's $97 Canadian, almost $100 Canadian, and going over the past year or so, you can see here that going into 2020, it was doing pretty good, and then we had a big crash, and it's kind of recovered predominantly for the most part. And this is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing in a sense that because it shows the stability of RBC stock, but it's also kind of a bad thing because I want to invest more into bank stocks that haven't quite recovered, but I know are going to, recover really well, because then you can get that nice little, I guess, when it does kind of bounce back up, you get a nice return. But at the end of the day, like when it comes to dividend stocks, you want consistent dividend stocks, and RBC has a nice yield of 4.44%, and they've had regular increases over time. If we go to MarketWatch, we can see that their dividend yield is $4.20 Canadian, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good yield, which is 4.3%. Their 3-year dividend growth is 26%, so that's quite a bit over the past 3 years. They've increased their dividend quite a bit, and that's why I'm a big fan of a lot of these Canadian bank stocks, because they just do a good job of increasing their dividend, and they're safe. You don't have to worry about like if you look at payout ratios and stuff like that, like their payout ratio right now, even when 2020 was a horrible year, right, for finances and earnings for so many companies, and they're still sitting at like a 53% payout ratio, which is really, really safe. I don't have to worry about that, and their overall cash flow payout ratio is not even 1%. So in the short term, if things got worse to worse, they'd always be okay, and that's why I'm always a big fan of like these bank stocks. They're just solid, secure stocks. So I'm a big fan of RBC. We're going to be adding one share for this week, but over time I probably will be adding more shares. So the other bank we're going to talk about today is one of my favorite banks, and if you guys watch this channel, you'll know that. But this is TD, and this is Toronto Dominion Bank. So I'm a big fan of this bank stock because not only are they really strong in Canada, they also have a lot going on internationally across the world. They have a lot of focus in the US, they have a lot of focus in Asia and stuff like that. So lots of different, things going on, stuff like that, lots of different growth, and they still have a lot of room for recovery here. Like, as you can see, it's kind of like RBC in a sense where they've gone down, they've recovered a little bit, but there's still lots of room for growth, and you can see a nice juicy dividend yield of 5%. So anything you buy right now at TD, you're roughly going to be getting a 5% yield going on into the end of the time. And just like RBC, TD is not going to be cutting their dividend. As we can see with their stats here, annual dividend of $3 Canadian, dividend yield of about 5%ish, and a payout ratio of roughly in the 50s. And once again, this is after having a rough year kind of thing, like a rough start. First and second quarter are pretty rough for this year, and they're still doing pretty good, right? So you don't have to worry about any decreases, and their most recent decrease was this year for 5 cents. So not much, but you know what? It does add up. If they do that every single year, which they pretty much do, it does add up at the end of the day. So that's TD stock, that's RBC stock. Let's jump back into the Wealthsimple Trade portfolio, and let's see how our TD stock has been doing since we bought it at the beginning of this year. So one thing I want to point out, guys, really quickly before we go any further is that Wealthsimple Trade is doing a refer a friends contest. If you guys want to sign up for Wealthsimple Trade and you guys use my link, it puts us both in a chance to win $5,000, I think. It says when they sign up and trade $100, you'll both be entered to win one of 5,000 prizes. So if you guys haven't signed up for Wealthsimple Trade, make sure you use somebody's affiliate link so you guys can get entered in the draw. And it looks like it only lasts until the end of August. So just kind of point that out there. I'll put my link in the description of the video if you guys want. And I want to say a big thank you for everybody who used my link so far. And if you guys have signed up for my link, make sure you check your email and confirm it, because I don't think you'll get that $10 or be entered unless you actually confirm it. So if you see your name on this list, guys, make sure you check your email and confirm it, because then that'll make sure that you actually get your $10 and you'll be entered into the draw. So just want to point that out really quickly. But anyways here, guys, let's go inside TD. Once again, I want to mention when I do my dividend investing case study updates, I do kind of do like a further dive. I talk about all my different stocks to show you guys my monthly earnings. So check out that video if you guys want to see more detailed explanation. I also did a couple videos over the past couple days where I dove into my portfolios a lot deeper. So check those videos out if you guys want to see more specifics. I'm not going to go into all that stuff today because it'll just make the video way too long. But this is TD Bank. Currently about $62 a share, so it's a little bit cheaper than RBC. We have 4 shares in our portfolio, total value of $248. It's about 6% of my portfolio, and our overall return is about $14, 6%. So not too shabby. As you can see, we've had a pretty decent return from TD so far, and this is from me investing over the past couple months, I would say, because I think it was towards the start of this year is when I first bought TD. And then I've kind of slowly been buying shares as time goes on. But looking at the yield and stuff like that, I really want to buy some more shares coming up here. So I have about $316 in my Wealthsimple Trade account today. So we're going to be buying a bunch of shares of TD, and then we'll take the rest of that and we'll stick it into one of our ETFs. Probably VDY, which is our balanced ETF for this portfolio. But first of all, let's buy some TD. So I'm going to buy about maybe 3 shares of TD, which is quite a bit. It's going to end up being quite a bit. We'll go into our tax-free savings account. We'll buy 3 shares of TD. We'll add that into our portfolio. Wait for the order to go through. And then with the leftover shares that we have, we'll just add into VDY, which is a broad-based Canadian dividend fund from Vanguard. We'll go through here and I'll take a quick peek at VDY. This is an ETF that has a lot of different sectors in Canada, but it's mostly financial. So a lot of the bank stocks are actually already in this ETF, but it's more broad across a bunch of different stocks and companies in Canada. So I'm buying this ETF just to kind of make sure at the end of the day, at least we're investing into something solid. And if I pick stupid stocks, at least I'll do okay, right? And the yield is pretty good at 4.92%, almost 5%, and it is paid monthly, so it's a nicely monthly income. So I'll see how much money I actually have left over here really quickly, guys. So we have $129, so we could probably buy about 3 or 4 shares of VDY. So we'll go through and we'll buy about, we'll try 4, and that's 122. So it's just under our total. So buy 4 shares of VDY. We'll add that into the portfolio. And once again, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section of these buys. We're going to be buying Canadian bank stocks for probably forever. Probably next week or over the next couple days when I do an update, I'll probably buy something else. I'm kind of looking at maybe like some more Enbridge, some utility stocks, maybe even some more Manulife because they've done pretty good, just to kind of diversify a bit. But we do have the REIT portfolio, we do have a Wealthsimple account, so we have lots of diversification at the end of the day regardless. So anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments of this video. Let me know what stocks you guys are buying for this week. Are you guys buying Canadian bank stocks? Are you guys, like, what kind of Canadian stocks are you guys buying? Or are you buying US stocks or international stocks? Let me know in the comment section of this video. And once again, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you guys want more updates. And once again, I'll be posting the next dividend investing case study update probably Saturday or Sunday coming this up and coming weekend. So thanks for joining me here today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later.